tuning in to the greatest podcast out of Atlanta. Today we got a very special guest. He's back with another interview. For the people that don't know, that boy Tahj. What you been up to, man? How's life treating you?
Man, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster right now.
Why you say that?
I'm just trying to level up. I feel like every time I drop a project, I'm trying to reach a certain height, and right now I'm just trying to figure out that height.
The height.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So basically, you going through the stage right now where you going through your ups and downs in the music industry.
What? Yeah. Hell yeah.
You had more downs than ups, would you say?
I don't know, cause I feel like I've done like industry shows where like niggas from labels will ask me to come perform.
Yeah.
And like it's just a bunch of old niggas just standing around drinking and shit.
It'd be weird.
And like I'm like, bruh, like, and I'm having to like prove myself.
Oh yeah.
Like it's feeling like I gotta prove myself in front of all these people, and they just looking like. I've been disappointed a lot.
Yeah.
But also like I realized like the fact that I've been like disappointed so much but getting so close to certain things is like proving some type of elevation. Like I take out the good out of like every bad situation.
Yeah.
And like it's even been like I've gotten really close to signing to like really big deals, and like some shit just don't follow through. And so like I just like gotta keep pushing. I'm like,
oh yeah.
it'd be a lot of times like niggas like will deny me, and I'll be like, I'm gonna come back in like a year and you gonna
and shit on you. Yeah. What you think the label looking for as a like upcoming artist as yourself?
I mean, well, a lot of labels now would just be like, can this nigga consistently make songs? Sign him.
Is it like songs or hit? Or just songs that just get hella streams?
Labels want hits. Labels care about money.
Yeah.
So they want hits. They probably could give less of a fuck about your creative genius if you're not making them no money. But that's why, like, right now I'm like, let me figure out a way to make undeniable songs.
Yeah.
But, like, make it seem like you can't have this song without having the rest of the album. Like,
oh, yeah, fact.
And, like, Sam has been telling me, he's been like, bruh, like, nobody's gonna want to listen to some shit that's not entertaining and not quality.
Yeah.
And so that's been like my whole like focus is like, how can I make the most entertaining album that's still me, the best quality, and like keeping everybody's attention.
I think as an upcoming artist, damn. My bad, but as an upcoming artist, like you say, you gotta entertain these people. Like you should have like dope features as like probably like an EP and shit, you know. So, or like you more like a solo. You when you drop your tape, it's like more just you in the tape.
Yeah, I don't really let people feature on my shit.
Oh, for real?
Most of the time. I feel like my next project, I'll definitely do some features, but like only features I've been wanting.
Yeah.
Like. Sometimes they just be falling through. Like, it's a couple, like, just Atlanta niggas I fuck with, and I be like, bruh, like, you gotta get on this song. But we just be on different times.
Yeah.
So, like, because everybody out here grinding. So,
oh,
like,
facts.
And I just be needing shit at a certain time, and they be doing other shit, and it just misunderstandings and shit.
Yeah.
But, like, if that's not the case, I just won't put the song out. Because if I envision the song, like, for somebody to be on it, then, and they not on it, then it takes away from the song.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't really do like features too much on my projects because I feel like I have no like space to waste.
Oh, in fact.
Like if I don't think you're gonna compliment the song, I'm not gonna put you on it.
Oh yeah, fact.
If I think I could do better than you in the second verse, like
it be like that 200, like some rappers that just get on and just saying this shit.
Like my homies are all my homies are the best rappers I know.
Yeah.
And I just don't put them on my projects because like I already have a preset idea of what I want for everything.
Yeah.
So, and that, not to be like an asshole, but that usually don't include other people because I just be like focused, like on like how good I need this shit to sound.
Oh yeah, fact.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, but I know like, yeah, like you said, but like I know you be patient with your music though, cause like I don't see you. I know you drop, you'll drop the songs every now and then, but like, I like that, artists be patient with their music, because I be seeing a lot of artists like, they be going crazy with the music. Like, they'll drop so much, it'd be hard to keep up, like, you be like,
people
damn.
don't give people enough time to miss them.
Yeah, but just like, to me, like, it's kind of like a hit or miss, because you put out too much music, by the time you actually will blow, it's like, do you still have some in the tank left in you?
Yeah, it's like I always like think about like the value of music. Like if you're putting out so much music and it's not consistently hitting, that's deteriorating your value as an artist.
Your brand too, And
like, I'm like, if I could take my time and consistently just put out fire, like nobody can tell me shit. But like, and I've had difficulties with that. Like in the past, like before I was dropping so much music. Like I was dropping EP album, mixtape here, and like I was like, okay, this shit got me to a certain point, but I don't want to keep up that track because people are there. I guess I'm just trying to build a better engagement because people will lose interest if you're constantly putting out bullshit. In my last project, like I probably worked like 6 months on that project. It was like 20 songs or some shit.
Yeah.
And those songs were good, and it was like some songs that were genuinely me on there.
Yeah.
But like that project was basically just to show like range. I considered that project a mixtape.
Oh yeah.
And like
mixtape or EP?
It was like 20 songs.
That's amazing.
So I was just like,
and you push the mic a little bit up.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm gonna put this shit out.
Yeah.
And goddamn, I know it's gonna be something for everybody on here.
Oh yeah.
But like, I'll tell people now, like this next project is gonna be like 100% me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm locking in, making my own sound, and like if you don't like it, fuck it.
He said you don't like it.
And the quality's much better. A lot of niggas thought, like I've heard a lot of people say, man, I love how you distort your vocals and shit.
Yeah.
That's just because I didn't know how to mix.
Oh yeah, at first you were doing it your own self.
Yeah, like I didn't know how to mix or nothing. Niggas was like, that's your aesthetic. And I'm like, nah. Like everything sounds so much better, this new project, and like it sounds like an album. It's cohesive. And I'm trying to make
it sound like a piece of art.
Yeah, I feel like this is my starter.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause I feel like everybody has like that one project where like when they blow up, everybody tell them to go back to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, so I feel like this is gonna be that push starter I need to get to the level I really want to be at.
Cause you said like you've been doing crazy shows and John.
And my shows have been helping so much. Like,
cause your energy be on the shows, it be.
Like, a lot of people will like never hear me. And then, like, I read all my DMs.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I'll be seeing people like, yo, that show was crazy, bro. I listened to more of your shit. And I'm like, that's why, like, I don't understand how niggas could bullshit shows.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you do a festival tour and you just, like, standing around not being engaging, like, nobody's going to be like, what's that nigga Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Like, after that, or what the rest of this sound like.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not being interesting, like... That's why I feel like I like getting people engaged. I like making sure like I'm looking at everybody and that I'm just losing my shit. Cause like I'm a fucking nerd. Like after I fucking make a song that I think is amazing, I will practice performing it in my room for like as long as I need to. And I'm like, when I perform this, like that's why my performances are so intense now. Because I perform those in my head and like I'll perform them just out one day if I'm bored.
Oh yeah, because I know that one you had did in Blue Summers or when that was last summer, man, that shit was like, it was next level. I was like, damn, wait, I ain't think you. See, that was my first time seeing you perform too, and it was like, shit, that shit surprised me. Like, hell, you had the whole crowd just going crazy. I'm like,
that was like.
There's some Coachella Rolling Loud type shit right here, man. Like, damn.
The thing with that show is, like, that's, like, probably my favorite show of all time. Because, like, Sam, like, he didn't give me a lot of rules.
Oh, yeah.
And, like...
oh, yeah, some shows be strict, huh? They be like,
yeah,
you
bro,
can't do that.
A lot of my shows are strict. And they be like, no, we got to use our DJ. And, like, you can't do this. No. I'm like, bruh. But Sam was just like... All right, here's your time. Go.
Yeah.
And like that was my first performance where I had just put out Stevie C Stars.
Oh yeah.
And so this was like my first performance after that, and it was like my real first performance where I had full control.
Control the whole shit.
And so like I was like, I'm about to kill this shit, and like I didn't practice for that at all. Because I was like, anything I gotta do, it gotta be spontaneous at this point. Like, so, like I was amped up for that shit, bro. That show was legendary, bro.
He said one of the best shows so far to this day. He did. That shit was
that
crazy.
One and Lotus Rosary was the craziest shows for me.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. I heard they packed out the bakery like crazy.
Bruh, it was no space in that bitch. Like they called my name, and I'm like high as fuck.
You about to miss your own sick.
Bro, like I was high, and my homies kept giving me shots.
Yeah.
They was like, take the shot, celebrate, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. I'm like, I gotta perform. They like, just take it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So this nigga say my name, and I'm like sitting, like, and everything hit me at once.
Damn, that shit.
Like, I was like, oh, shit.
You still perform, though?
And I was sick. Like,
damn.
Before that, I was sick as fuck. Like, you could my girl, like, she know it, because I got her sick, too.
Coronavirus sick?
Nah.
He said, nah.
Hell no. But, I was like mad sick, and I was like, I was telling her, I was like, I might not be able to perform, like.
Oh yeah.
But I went anyway.
Take the headphones off.
I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like right before, like it's always just some shit that snap when they call my name. Like I pushed everybody out the way.
Ooh.
Like niggas was just standing there. I'm like, get the fuck out the way. That's my name.
He said that's my name. Damn.
And then I got up and like. When I be walking up on stage, niggas be looking at me like, what the fuck is this nigga about to do?
And then the music comes on, it'll be a whole different story. You be like, damn. I be like, shit, that's epic. I know you be gaining a whole bunch of fans after the shows.
After the shows, like...
Depending, like you said, depending on the shows, like, it's crazy.
It was like, even some shows like that's whack. Like the show that paid me the most, like, ever since I've been doing music was my worst show.
For real?
Yes.
Shit.
Ever. Like, it was like nobody there. Like, it was some old people. They was like drinking tea, eating croissants and shit, like while I'm performing.
What kind of show that was, man?
But like, I had my DJ, and they were pretty loose with their creativity, and I appreciate them for letting me perform. I appreciate everything. I'm super grateful. But like I was pissed. Like they told me like, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy event. It's annual, blah blah blah. But I had my guitars, my DJ, and so basically we just used that as like a practice run.
Oh yeah.
Like because that was my first time performing with the guitar.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, and like it adds so much more to the show. And even people there, they was like, why are you here? Like a lot of people that like be at like these smaller shows, they'd be like, why are you performing here right now? I'd be like, bro, like niggas gotta get by. I accept every performance pretty much.
Hell yeah. I mean, you got to, well, not you don't got to, but it's like, you never know who will be there, you know? Yeah. You don't never know who'll be there to really like pay attention behind the scenes, just looking at you like, man.
Like, I'm not about to bullshit no show just because nobody there.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I owe that to myself and whoever showed up.
Yeah, cause we had went, cause you know I manage
all this ass shit.
Oh, you good? I cleaned up after that shit. But you know I manage another one of my homies. You know he rapped too and shit. Then we went out to like a bullshit show, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's about to be sold out, this and that. And we went there. That shit like almost like 20 people, but we came like 30 deep.
Yeah.
And I made sure everybody paid, and it was $20 to get in, right? So boom, we basically brought the crowd. So we think like, oh man, we just got played for this show. We kind of did, but at the end, we didn't even know it was this lady in the back. She was watching. She like runs like big like festivals. Like she's an important person that helped you get into like bigger shows. So boom, like she hit me in DM. She like, hey, I like how you brought, y'all still perform even though the show was dead. I like how y'all brought y'all support system, this and that. And then she like, I want y'all to come to South by Southwest to open up for, such and such and stuff. And there was big artists too.
Yeah.
I like, that's crazy. I like that.
Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, and I be like, that's why I be telling everybody, like, it don't matter how like whack or small the show is, there's always somebody in there that is watching and looking for talent, though.
Bro, you always got to give 100% at these shows. Like, a lot of the times when like we're sending shit to people, like or labels or like industry people or whatever, like we always send the show footage because it's kind of like you can't really deny that energy.
Oh yeah, fact.
Like as soon as you see that, you got to be like, okay, so what's the catch with this nigga? So like that's why I'm like every show got to be like
perfect.
It's got to be perfect. You got to be lit, man. Like
yeah. That's what we trying to get.
At least on my end.
He said, at least on your end, yeah. You got the energy though. So what been going on? I know you was recently signed to a label. You say you got out the label situation.
Mainly because niggas kept telling me what to do in the wrong ways.
Yeah. You think they were holding you back from your like creativity and like?
Nah, because like, it was one of the situations where like it was like they came in, did what they had to do. They were like, here's everything you need, and we're taking this much. Boom, and that was it.
That was it.
And like I was just like, okay, y'all not gonna help me with promotion or like budgets or nothing. And they're like, yeah, but like we're not gonna help you with the people.
Damn.
So like, I'm just like.
So basically,
my name's on this label for what reason right now? It's like it's no kind of foundation. And so like recently, I was like a couple months ago, I was just like, I'm gonna start pushing this shit by myself, like because I was getting in some situations where like people started eyeing me, and like wanting to have these conversations, but like I didn't have what I needed to be able to respond.
Oh yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, so getting Sam as a manager was a big deal for me because, like, everybody's been telling me, they're like, you need to get a fucking manager. So I, like, put it out on Instagram, and I was like, I need a manager. And, like, I was, like, thinking about asking this nigga, but I was like, he probably wouldn't do it. Yeah. He texted me off from that shit, and I was like, all right, bet. And I deleted that shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And like, so he's been helping me get like deeper into the industry, and also like I met some people and they helped me meet one of Kanye's people, and that was like my first step, like my first industry move. I felt like, and after that, like he was kind of like, okay, now I got to guide you better because this situation wasn't the best, and I got to tell you like from now on what looks like a good situation and bad situation. Because me being like an artist that's not like huge, I'm like accepting everything. And so like, it's just better to kind of have that extra like ear. You know.
So, you know, you say you've been working on a little, what you say is going to be an album, EP or mixture? Album. It's going to be an album. Is it done? Or you still working on it?
I'm working on it. Today's Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
I'm finishing on Friday. Like if like I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. By Friday, after Friday I'm not making no more songs for it.
Oh yeah.
Like I made a bunch of fucking songs.
So you finna pick and choose which one you want to put on the tape?
I can make songs forever. And I won't never stop setting up the project. This lighter is so difficult, but I'm working with it.
There's that crackhead lighter, man. Everybody got one of those somewhere in the house.
Yeah, I got like 6 of them.
He said he got like 6 of them. Shit, we go old school, use matches. But yeah, man, you know, you say you know you're independent now, got a manager. Shout out to Sam, man. You know, shout out to Blue Summer too, man. Dope show. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I know I've been seeing, that's why I've been asking myself, like, damn, why you haven't blew up yet? You know, like, I ain't gonna say I be asking myself that, but like, I always see you through Instagram, like, man, you be fucking lit, your music good.
I just be like, nowadays I've been a lot more low key. Yeah. I feel like I was really like trying to get on that SoundCloud scene like a year or two ago.
You got out of that?
Not necessarily. I was just really pushing. That was when SoundCloud was like peak.
Yeah, that was
like
the shit,
X was alive, Peep was alive, and they're just pushing all this content, Yachty, and like they're pushing all this content on SoundCloud. So SoundCloud was the shit, and so on that, you just had to be like consistent. So I just kept putting out music, just kept putting that shit out. Then I was like, wait, like there's something wrong here. Mm-hmm. Like some of that shit would catch on, some of it wouldn't, and I was like, I'm not putting the time I need to into this right now. So like with this project, like I mixed the song. I finished mixing the song yesterday. That I finished 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
So like, not finished, but I recorded 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And like, I've just spent a lot of time focusing on every individual song, making sure every detail, like, and making sure it sounds good in every area, like, and it's an experience. I made a narrative to go with it, which is going with a short film, which is going into a comic book. So much content, like, focused on this album because I'm really focused on making the world and not just the album.
Facts. That's dope. You finna do a comic book?
Yeah.
Shh, that be fire here. Tell me to promote the album? Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Like, Sarf is like, that's the name of the album, Sarf. It's stands for South Atlanta Rage Fest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like the story of like me growing up here and like having an understanding of where I live and why I can't do certain things. And like I rap about it in one song. Like I couldn't really have a bike because my mom wasn't letting me go outside by myself. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I'm just really talking about me seeing shit when I was younger that I just like was not supposed to see.
Yeah.
And then me feeling like I had to grow up earlier because I didn't want to be scared of nothing.
Oh yeah, fact.
So I was just like, in my head, I was just like, I understand that this happened. I saw this. Now it's just about controlling it, like in my own head. And so that's kind of like what the album is, like just that process.
Yeah.
And fuck. I feel like I'm talking so much. I can't even breathe.
You good.
But
basically, like, you finna give out a dope ass like story to tell through all the songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like to hear stuff like that because, like you said, it tells a story and like some people can relate to it and get attached to you. Like, oh shit, he went through the same shit, you know.
And like I had some hype over my last project. Like my first like real article was like on Hypebeast.
Hypebeast?
Yeah. And like that just blew me the fuck away. Cause I'm like,
damn,
I'm nowhere where I want to be right now.
Yeah.
But like, this is a magazine niggas actually read.
Hell yeah, they read that shit. Not just read, they actually go on the website every day just to go see what the hell's popping, the shoe culture, the music culture.
And like a lot of like niggas who like started writing, like who write blogs for other companies started following me and shit. And that was my like
a goal. When
I was like, okay, I need to lock in now.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause like I'm like, that was a bullshit project and they made it on this.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
imagine this project.
Yeah. And so like I produced a lot of this shit. Like I learned to produce out in LA. My boy Angelo, like I was just like, bro, you got to show me real quick, bro, because he makes beats all the time. And,
so you learn how to make beats?
Yeah.
Shit.
So like it took 10 minutes.
10 minutes
like,
learn how to make beats? Oh.
Like I was like, show me what I got to do, like just to start the drums, and I'll figure out the rest.
Yeah.
He did that, and like a week later, I made the beat for this song.
It's gonna be on the album?
Yes. It's called November 15th.
November 15th.
And like it's the best beat I've ever made, and I've been making them for like 6 months straight now.
6 months straight.
And like that helped a lot. Like even with me working with other producers, like because I only work with a few producers now. Like because it was times where I was like working with like 20 niggas on one project. And like it was so expensive and like
oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were finna say like it's more like, I ain't gonna say picky, but like you got to the point where like, okay, this is my sound, this is what I'm looking for.
It was just like I didn't have the name, and I guess niggas producers at the time like didn't feel like I had the right to ask them to edit something like on one of their beats. So like now all the niggas that produce on my projects are my homies and me.
That's dope.
Like I got
more creativity in the project.
I got a couple niggas in Germany. Andre, shout out Andre, Uplick, motherfucking Darion. He don't even make beats for real. But
he
like
don't make beats
this
for
nigga,
real.
like he makes short films. Like, he's really into his film shit. Like, but sometimes he just happens to make beats, and they always hard.
Like, I'm gonna make a beat today.
Who else? Anthony Deluxe too. He's from Houston. Like, he's been on every project I've made since I started out.
Yeah.
And motherfucking, I feel like there's somebody I'm missing. Whatever. I think that's everybody.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: do you feel like? No, let me start about this. I'm surprised you still even making music. Cause some people after like this long time, a period of time, it's like they give up. You know, it's like damn, I'm not gonna make it.
I just feel like I understand it. Like, I overanalyze everything.
Yeah.
And so, like, my dad, he was in the industry and, like, heavy, and he made a lot of mistakes. And so, like, but he made a lot of mistakes, and I'm just kind of, like, learning from him, and I'm like, okay, so I can't go, like, directly that route. And, like, also, like, I've been making music for a long time. Like, a long ass time. Like, a lot of niggas are just starting when they're in high school. Like, I've been doing this shit since like before middle school. Yeah. Like, I was trying to be like a Disney rapper.
Yeah. Hold on, a Disney
when
rapper.
I was like 13 and shit.
What
like,
the fuck?
12.
Hold on,
like,
what you
it
mean?
was so fucking ugly. Oh my god.
What you mean a Disney rapper?
Like,
I
was
heard
rapping
that
all
before.
clean and shit. Like, talking about staying in school and
what the hell? Man? What the hell, man? That's crazy right there. I ain't never heard that before. I heard that he said a Disney rapper.
Because my mom wasn't finna let me cuss.
Oh yeah. How old was you at the time?
I was like 12, 13. That was, and R.I.P. Lex Dirty. I recorded like my first real songs with him.
Yeah.
And he was like a huge producer. He produced on Watch the Throne and shit.
Oh shit.
And like, he was a close family friend, and he like recorded my first couple songs, and like, he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, about everything, like, just about like the feeling of music. Like, I feel like from him I started understanding like that you can represent something in your music and figure out why it feels good. Because there's a lot of songs that feel good that don't mean anything. And like, my focus has been combining that. Like, I was like, how do I make you feel? Like creating the feeling through music. Like, we'll play with certain sounds. Like, if I'm making a beat, I'm like, I'm pissed off right now. What the fuck does this sound like? So, like, I'll fuck with the keyboard, find some random shit, and I'm like, okay, that's the bass of it. Add some fucking drums. And I'm gonna talk about it. And that's been the focus. Like, just overthinking, like, works with music. Like, you have to overanalyze everything with music. Because a lot of people just listen to that shit, thinks it feels good, and that's it. But like, the process is like way different. And I want this album to stick. Like,
for a good minute.
I put a lot of like sleepers on my last project, like fillers. And like, it was like probably like my biggest song is on there, Gunder. And like, I was like, bruh, like, this song is 100% me. Like, that's still one of my favorite songs ever. It's still my favorite song to perform. And I was like, this song is me. Darion produced it. And like, me and him are the same nigga.
Oh yeah.
In different bodies type shit.
Same dude,
like,
different bodies.
So like, he'll just send me whatever he makes, and he's like, I know this nigga will fuck with this shit. And I'm on it. And I recorded Gunder in 10 minutes. Like, I wrote it in like 4 minutes. Like, I was like freestyling most of it. I like fill in certain parts. I'm like, I want to say this. I write like 6 lines and freestyle around it.
Yeah.
And so like, I recorded it in 10 minutes. That's why it sounds so bad. Like, the audio, like.
Where you was recording it? In like a home studio?
So like, I had just got kicked out of my mom's house.
Yeah.
And I was staying with my uncle and my aunt. And like, their son, he makes music too. He had a little mic, and I was like, okay, I'm just about to use this shit real quick. And like, it took like 10 minutes. I was like, bro, let me borrow your laptop for 10 minutes. And I don't have the files for that song at all. Yeah. Like, I can't get that shit mastered or nothing because it's on his shit.
Yeah.
And so like, I just did it and sent it to myself, and I put it out like a week later.
That's crazy.
And like, some videos went like viral and shit.
Like memes and shit like that?
Like memes and shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Now I feel like a lot of people be expecting me to be like some kind of comedy rapper.
Damn.
Because of like memes sometimes and shit.
But nah, memes help out. Look at Lil Nas X. That shit definitely helped his ass.
I'm about to get kicked off of Instagram because of memes. Dead ass, bro.
You about to get kicked
I got one more strike before they take my account away.
For real?
Yeah. I posted. There was like, we was in LA.
Yeah.
And there was this antique store. Me and my boy Percy, we was trying to get into this club. And like we couldn't get in. Like he was like, yeah, you gotta make reservations or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah.
It was like 1 a.m. We was like, what the fuck we about to do? And so we just went across the street to this motherfucking antique store. And they had all these old Playboys. And it was this, oh my God, it was this buff bitch with like, her titties were like at her knees.
Damn.
And I was like, this picture is so funny. And I posted it. And I guess somebody reported me or something, bro.
Damn.
And they were like, this is pornography.
Shit, that's crazy.
We will delete your Instagram if you make one more mistake.
Damn, they go.
So I can't even. I be wanting to comment like, I can't even comment what I want. I gotta be so careful.
I think Instagram coming to the point where like they're stopping everybody's creativity and really express themselves on Instagram.
These niggas got me hot. I'm about to make a TikTok.
Hey, that's a wave.
Nah, I'm kidding.
That's a wave.
Sammy trying to get. He's like, TikTok is the wave. Do that shit. But I'm like,
it is. Or look, you can pay these little young kids out here like 12, 13 years old like $5.
I just don't want to become Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah.
Chance the Rapper.
He's a TikToker now.
He's a TikTok artist at its finest now. He's the leader of them all. People don't know it. He's the leader of them all. That fucking album, that hot shower shit started all of this.
Damn, what?
And Chance sold out, bro. I'm so disappointed in him.
Yeah, like he changed a little bit on his music too.
This nigga on game shows. That album was ass.
He said album was ass. Do you feel like you staying in Atlanta is like stopping you, holding you back? Let's say would you move to Cali, you think your career would take off a little bit more faster?
The times I've been to LA, I met so many people, bro.
Yeah.
Like the second time I went to LA, so this guy who Anthony Kilhofer, you know who that is?
No.
So like he's engineered. He regularly used to engineer for Kanye, Cudi, motherfucking. He's with Shaq and Don Toliver and shit.
Some legends.
And I think at least I know he's did some shit with Shaq, but like he's like a legend.
Yeah.
And so he has this company, and they were like, "Can you perform in LA next week?" And I was like, "What?"
Like what the hell?
He was like, "Can you perform in LA next week? You can perform 3 songs." And I was like, "Okay." And I was
you didn't believe him?
No, I believed him. It's just the scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm like, honestly, it wasn't even a week. It was 3 days.
3 days.
3 days, and like the show was at 9 on like a Friday night, and this Wednesday, I'm like, oh shit,
what I'm gonna do?
What the fuck? How am I about to get to LA? And so like the flights were so expensive, bro.
For the round trip, man.
So like, cause I'm going like in 2 days, so I'm like,
yeah.
All right, I got the money for the trip, which was like an incredible story. I'll tell that another time. Got the money for the trip, get to that hole. And I go, I perform, and I see this nigga Kilhofer, and I'm like, bruh, like, this is before I perform.
Yeah.
He's like drunk and shit, like, and he's like, I'm like, bruh, I've been wanting to meet you since I was 8 years old, my nigga. He was like, yeah, man, I'm here.
What the fuck?
And I was like, and then I performed, and what broke my heart was that this nigga was like so faded that like
at the show,
yeah, shit, he didn't even see.
Damn.
And I was like, and it made me so pissed. Like while I was performing, and so I like threw my hat off. I'm like, took my jacket off. I'm like going ballistic. Then I climbed on this fucking this balcony, like during the show, and then like they was trying to escort me out.
What the fuck? So you went crazy at the show.
I was like pissed, so I was just like, I'm gonna just still go crazy.
And
then like after that, I talked to him and shit, and like he hit me up on Instagram afterwards.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, thank you for coming and shit. And I was like, okay. Like,
damn, that's crazy.
I was like, I did not come to LA on 2 days, 3 days notice just to get a thank you for coming, bro. So that shit, like as soon as that happened, and then like, ooh, I hope this nigga don't watch this video. Not Killhoffer, but the nigga who worked with him.
Yeah.
I sent this nigga this project, right? And I've sent everybody else's project, and they're like, this shit is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, keep fucking working on it. I send this one nigga this project, and he's like, man, it's not you.
What the fuck is it?
He's like, it's not you, it's not good. He was like, I think you should really do better. And then like, my girl was actually in my first meeting with this nigga.
Yeah.
And she was like, she looked at this nigga crazy, and I looked at him crazy too, and I was like, all right. And then like a couple months later, like he started seeing that I was like getting busy, like out here, like I'm out here working. Like I'm big grinding on this project. And then he was like, yeah, send me the project, bro. Like I'm excited, bro. I'm like, bro, like you just shit on me, bro. That's when I started realizing like I'm not trusting nobody in this industry.
Yeah, the industry
unless
fake.
Sam give me the okay now.
Yeah.
Cause like that nigga shitted on me, bro, and I was like, and I was still like being a cool nigga about it. I wasn't being a dickhead or nothing.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. He even came down to Atlanta like after all this shit. And I got lunch with him and shit. He's not a bad guy, but he shitted on me until he realized that I was dead serious.
Oh yeah.
Like he was acting like I was just a little kid, like just like, oh yeah, your music's all right, yeah.
Yeah. He thought you were just doing that shit just
like,
for the clout or something.
I'm about to flex on these niggas hard.
Now, the reason I asked you that question, because I feel like Atlanta's focused more on the trap, you know, gangster music, what I say, like, you know.
Bro, like.
Because we got a lot of talented, like, SoundCloud or, like, you know, underground rappers, you know.
Exactly, bro.
But
like,
they don't get the love.
Niggas don't be getting Atlanta, like, I feel like the worst niggas be getting the most love sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the best niggas is really, like in these streets, like, working, grinding, like, handing out mixtapes type shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, I have so much respect for Deluxe, bro. You know Deluxe? J Deluxe?
J Deluxe? I think I heard of him.
Like, him and Steez just be, like, working, bro. Like, them niggas just record and, like, put out these songs, bro. He's, like, low-key, like, my favorite, like, underground Atlanta artist right now, bro. Him and BK, for sure.
Yeah. It's just like you said, your work ethic. But like I said, sometimes it don't even matter your work ethic in Atlanta, because like I said, they're focusing on more like who got the best next little trap music, like Lil Baby, you know, like something like that. Then I'm no focus on like, especially like on the music like you do, and like, you know, like Keyshawn, Tom, you know.
That's the thing. Like,
you won't hear no shit like that in no fucking 107.9, 94.5 street,
this shit
you know.
I'm about to drop is about to be a fucking like
game changer.
Whole curve.
Yeah.
Like, cause I understand why niggas like the trap shit, and like me genuinely being from Atlanta, like literally been living on College Park my entire life pretty much.
Yeah.
And motherfucking just hearing like niggas drive by, and I can't hear the music at all, but I hear the fucking bass.
Yeah, the bass.
And so like I'm understanding like, okay, I understand why this shit ride. Like the bass is the most important thing to me, like on any song. Bass, synths, vocals, but like. So I understand that, and I'm like, so how can I tap into like this feeling, my own feeling, and then as much creativity as possible? And I did that shit, bro. I can't wait for this shit to come out.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
I can't fucking wait.
So, you know, I ain't gonna say we like 2-3 months deep into, I ain't gonna say deep, early in 2020, was like the mission, was the goal you finna set for the new year?
This goal was really just figuring this project out, because I was so confused. I didn't have a concept for it for the longest.
Yeah.
Until a couple months ago. And now, like, I just feel like it's leveling up. Like, I feel like I gotta level up every time. Like, I gotta reach a certain standard every time. Mm-hmm. Like, right now, the goal is just making the most quality shit. Like, I don't want to waste no more songs. like everything got to hit hard, and shit. Hopefully, getting in these festivals.
Facts.
Me and Sam been working on getting these festivals this year, getting on TV.
Let's go get on TV.
So, just making business moves, man. I'm just ready to wake niggas up.
Oh yeah, facts. But you know that coronavirus is messing up pretty much everything right now with like shows, events, and
I know.
It's like out of nowhere,
so
like
unfortunate.
I think they canceled just Coachella, right? Was it Coachella or Rolling Loud?
They pushed Coachella to October.
Yeah.
And South by Southwest got canceled.
Oh yeah, that definitely was a bummer for a lot of people, and I feel sorry for a lot of people because they pay good money to open up for these big shows, and it's like,
and they're not gonna get their money.
They're not gonna get their money back. It fucked up as it sounds. They're not gonna get their money back. It just, hey man, blame the government.
Man, listen, man. I'm just about to get one of them heavy masks, one of them NBA looking masks.
Oh yeah,
wearing in the workouts. I'm gonna get one of them shits. And shit, I'm going to Hawaii for $30.
Oh, I heard the trips are cheap as hell.
Nah, flight to Hawaii right now is like $200.
$200? Oh, yeah.
In LA, it's like $100.
It might be out there though. I mean, it's everywhere, but shit, I don't know. It's crazy. The way
niggas got places to be, and it's getting worse.
Boy, what? I'm telling you, it's gonna get to the point they're gonna put us on lockdown.
Oh yeah,
I have a feeling, and a lot of people not gonna be ready for it because they're gonna be low on water, food, and
people not gonna be like. It's a little scary, but I also think like shit never gets as out of hand as we think it's gonna get. Like I think we're all
they got a plan for it.
On lockdown. We're gonna be on lockdown.
I think
that'll be the most.
To me, I think it's somewhere. I don't really like talking about it, but it's like to me, it's bigger than a virus. It's something really going.
Yeah. This shit weird. It's like a plague.
Yeah. It really is.
It's so weird, bro.
But it's crazy though, cause like who was just getting into it, like with the missiles and stuff. Iran, right? Who the allies?
Shit.
China and Russia.
I don't know, man. I don't really be on my government shit.
Yeah, I mean, I be trying to stay away from that shit anyway.
If they lock me in the house, I'm gonna be like, shit, all right. Like, I've been locked in the house.
It'd be a perfect time. If they have a riot, I swear to God, all the camera people, y'all better go out there and shoot a music video. This is a perfect chance to get it free, seen. And it's realistic. And in history. It's gonna be a part of history too. So
that would be lit though.
Go get a quick free music video like that.
That's some quick shit Complex would pick up.
Hell yeah.
Rapper shoots video in middle of Corona riot.
Hey, you know how viral you gonna go? You know how viral
that would be hilarious.
That's all it takes nowadays to go one shit like that and take off. Next morning you wake up with 1,000 DMs and went crazy.
If I get locked in the house, I'm gonna be just fine, bro. Like I've been locked in the closet recording this album for so long.
Without Wi-Fi, no phone.
Without Wi-Fi, see, I'm fucked. It's not even about being on the internet that much, but like
you need that.
I check my emails all the time, bro, because my niggas from Germany, like, when I'm waking up, it's about time for them to go to sleep, and so I gotta check my emails. Like then, like during the day, I always gotta check them because they getting out of school and shit.
Oh yeah,
and then just other niggas like. A lot of niggas, like, it's been surprising me, have been like really pushing to trying to get on this album, and like that's when I've been understanding like how serious it's starting to get.
Oh yeah,
like if you see the emails I've gotten from like just the past week of just packs, I'm like,
it's serious.
And like I think people are starting to like grasp and understand that it's more serious for me too.
It gonna sink in when you you doing big shows, getting hella streams, all that crazy, getting good money. It's gonna sink in like, damn, I really made it.
Oh yeah, when that happens, I'ma disappear.
What you mean go disappear?
I'm gonna go Tupac? Frank Ocean on these niggas.
Also, Frank Ocean on some Tupac shit.
Bruh, Frank Ocean is the GOAT, bruh.
No, you know who's the GOAT, bruh, in this generation?
Who?
Party Next Door. That man will go ghost. He'll drop a couple five hits, go ghost on us, and come back, drop some more 5 hits.
I feel like Party Next Door, like right now, isn't getting the hype that he used to have because he's been taking so long.
Yeah, he did. Like, he overdid it. I ain't gonna lie, he overdid it.
He overdid the stay, and that's why I think like Frank has consistently dropped like albums that niggas listen to for 4 years straight.
Shit.
So it's just like
you know how good that album got to be for have somebody's attention for 4 years.
Exactly.
Shit.
Like he knows how to make consistently good music that niggas are gonna continuously listen to.
Oh yeah.
And so he's not rushing shit. Like that's my goal in life.
Yeah.
Like to be able to be like so consistently creative that I could take as long a break as I want to. And just come back and fuck niggas up. Like Kendrick, all the greats. Drake needs to stop, though. Drake needs to take some time away.
He did, though. Oh, he took like what I would say like
Drake takes like a year off.
Yeah. Kendrick, I think he overdoing it, though. I need to come back this shit. I think he about to drop some shit, though.
I feel like Kendrick could come back whenever he want.
Yeah. Like he's dope as fuck, though. Can't nobody deny it, yeah.
Kendrick is that nigga in music right now.
Yeah, they been throwing little snippets and stuff because he been seeing like in the studio and stuff.
I'm ready for a Kendrick and Baby Keem song.
I'm ready for a Kendrick and J. Cole collab.
I feel like niggas overplayed that now. Like niggas was saying this so much, I was like nigga,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not. It's been 10 years.
They don't like each other. Get over it.
But fucking yeah, Kanye too. Kanye, Cudi too.
Yeah,
like artists that have really made their stamp.
Yeah,
and like solidified that I'm not going anywhere.
Oh yeah,
like that's the main goal, and I think like a lot of niggas don't have that goal in mind all the time, and that's why these careers are becoming shorter. Like a lot of niggas are like, I'm gonna get to the money now, and they're not thinking ahead. Like
yeah.
I'm thinking like 10 years ahead, like all the time. Cause I'm like, I don't want to make certain moves that's why that label shit had to go.
Yeah, facts.
Cause like that was a terrible move that if I had
it going for
another 5 years, I would have fucked all my money up.
Hell yeah.
And so like, that's why we always got to think years in advance. Cause, and a lot of people like will blow up and like, be surprised or going through a lot of depression because like they weren't expecting it and like they just weren't ready. But I feel like I've been thinking about this shit my whole life.
Your whole life.
So I just know exactly what I'm gonna do when whatever happens. And so I think just having that foot up is just a great place to be.
Facts. Well, yeah, man, you heard, he got an album dropping soon. More visuals, probably, right?
Bro.
More visuals.
A whole short film.
Oh yeah, the short film and the comic. You said the comic.
A whole short film, a comic. I'm putting out a album photo book. I'm also putting out a video, hopefully to every song.
That'd be fire.
Hopefully to every song, but if not, I have songs in mind. I have that. I'm shooting a video tomorrow for one of them, and like I'm making sure I have the best visuals from now on. From now on, like everything's about to look crazy.
Yeah.
Like I be wanting to work with people. Like if niggas have ideas, like I'm always open to their ideas, and if they want to shoot some shit,
yeah.
And like I will take a creative step back just to help somebody else out. You know?
Oh yeah.
But like these cameras, this camera quality has to be
A1.
A1.
Yeah.
Like 4K, 5K, 1000 looks like a movie. Every video is gonna look like a movie from now on.
Got to. Hell yeah. Instagram still the same, right?
Yep. At motherfucking Tahj Keeton. Well, no, my name isn't at motherfucking Tahj Keeton. It's just Tahj Keeton.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What I would say, music in all platforms. Go check them out. Music videos on YouTube. Check them out. All
platforms, but if you start listening to me now, listen from the beginning, nigga.
Yeah. But you know, man, appreciate you for coming out, showing love, to the podcast, man.
Man, what you're doing for like that on the streets right now, the underground, like it's big, bro. Like you gotta credit yourself more, bro, because like. It's like any nigga who's trying to pass by and get to the next level in Atlanta has to come through here.
Yeah. And you know what? Somebody like a lot of people been in my ear like A&Rs and managers because I'm like well connected now with like certain CEOs of independent labels and stuff like that. They tell me like, man, you know what's crazy? Like, why the hell you be interviewing these weird ass rappers? You know, like, no, I'm gonna stop you right there. He was like, you doing all what nobody in Atlanta's doing. You doing the opposite. He like, that's good. You giving all these SoundCloud, all these upcoming artists the chance, and it's crazy because it's proven because like Ramsey just got a little, I don't know what is the management or deal with Zaytoven, and look at his followers. It's like bro just started come, but his music speaking for itself. When I first heard him, I'm like, damn, bro, it's dope as shit. Gave him that interview. Tom introduced me to him. Other artists like that, I interviewed them while they ain't even really had no big fan base on Instagram. Exactly. Next thing you know, 6 months later, I see them sign on touring with Trippie Redd, like I was telling you. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm really like, I don't know. To me, I think I got a good ear with music. Because I know, like, to me, I don't judge. Because most of these platforms, they're going to judge you off your followers. Like, let's say you got 700 followers, they're not going to give you an interview.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck's going to watch you? I'm like, I don't care because... Man, when I'm telling you,
you're giving a lot of people hope.
Oh yeah, facts. Then like your interview can do like 60 views right now. Then you blow up like in a year or 6 months. Watch that shit shoot up like that. They be like, damn, bro, what the fuck? What made bro get him an interview? He only had 700 followers. Like I know your music speaks for yourself.
Exactly.
That'd be dope. But yeah,
exactly. You're giving a lot of these kids a presence. Like you're doing really good out here. This shit is lit.
That's what I'm trying to show everybody. And Atlanta got more than just street music. It's like it's a lot of fucking talent. Y'all just not looking. Exactly. And I think labels, like you said, I got to credit myself. A lot of labels not trying to give me the credit because if I blow up, I'm competition to them. You get what I'm saying? I'm basically doing all the dirty work for them, like finding the artists like from nothing.
All they got to do is go to your YouTube.
And just be like, go to me, just like, let me see what he's talking about. Let me go check out his music. Boom, they'll hit him up like, they're not going to give me credit because if I blow, hey, I'm competition to them, man. But yeah,
That's
man.
how you gotta come with these niggas. Come for their necks.
Facts. But man, you have it here, man. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Ow!
Out.